children, today I have come before you with another grammar. So in the last videos, I hope you have watched my videos. We have studied kinds of a sentence, what is a sentence, kinds of a sentence, subject and predicate, phrase and a clause to some extent. And because I need to explain in details also regarding phrase and a clause. Today we are going to study a very important part of a grammar, that is parts of speech. What is this parts of speech? Like my name is Seema. Somebody has kept a name for me, Seema. So I am known as Seema. This board is being, somebody has kept the name for this as a board. So we call it as a board. In this way, for each and every word what we speak, that is being named differently. It acts in a different way and it is being named in a different way. And that the name what we have given to those particular words are called as parts of speech. ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೊಂದು ವರ್ಡಿಗೂ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. एक नाम दिया गया है उस वर्ड को. तो इसके लिए हम इंग्लिश में पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच बोलते हैं, लेकिन वो पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So today in short just the introduction of all these parts of speech. And how many parts of speech? They are in 18 number. The total number of names given to all the words in English language is called, these are 8. Okay? Which are these 8 parts of speech and what what act they do in this sentence, that is being explained here in detail. So here, first I just want to say you what is parts of speech. You can see the definition here. Words are divided into different kinds. Every word says different meaning according to the work they do in a sentence. वो कहाँ क्या करते हैं उस सेंटेंस के अंदर, तो उस हिसाब से पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच को प्लेस किया गया. So every word is being named differently. हर एक वर्ड, I am going to Bombay, I is being named differently, am is being named differently, going is being named differently, to is being named differently, Bombay is being named differently. So हर एक वर्ड को एक एक नाम दिया गया है and that names are called as parts of speech. So the names of those words are called parts of speech and they are 18 number. Now we are going to study regarding what are these 8 parts of speech. First one is noun, pronoun, word, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. These are the 8 parts of speech in English grammar which you need to study. तो सारा कमाल इस 8 parts of speech का है. Just for the introductory part, I am going to explain you what is the work of these 8 parts of speech. After that we need to study in detail because every part of speech is having many kinds. Okay? So first we will study noun. It is used for name, place or a thing. For example, I have given you one sentence. William Wordsworth was a great poet. Now here, as I told you, noun is used to the words in the sentence where it is whether it is a name, place of any city or place of any country and name of a thing in the entire world. So here in this complete sentence, what is the name? That is William Wordsworth. It is name of a person. And here poet. It is told to all the poets. That means it is a name to noun. Here Asia is the biggest continent. Asia is also a noun and continent is also a noun. Why continent is told as a noun, and I will say you in detail when I teach the different kinds of a noun. Okay. Today we will just introduce the parts of speech. Next, the second part of speech is pronoun. It is used instead of a noun. मतलब कि राधा वहां पर गई थी, उसने कुछ भी नहीं खाया. अब ये उसने जो है ना, किसके संबंध में जोड़ा गया है? राधा के संबंध में जोड़ा गया है. ರಾಧನ ಬದಲು ನಾವು ಯಾವ ವರ್ಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಉಸ್ನೆ. ರಾಧಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು, ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಹುಷಾರಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವಳಿಗೆ this is correlated with Radha. So the word which is used instead of a noun, that type of words in a particular sentence is called as pronoun. Noun के बदले में, noun ina badalagi. So here I will with some examples I need to explain you what is actually pronoun is. Rohan is absent because he is ill. So we have used this he instead of Rohan. Rohan is absent because Rohan is ill 2 times. It's not necessary to repeat the word, no. So instead of Rohan we will use this word he, which is named in the parts of speech as pronoun. Why are you crying? If a person is in front of us, at that time we will not ask, why are Sabha crying? We will not say. We will just say, why are you crying? Because the person is in front of us. So instead of that name we have used the word you. So this word is called as pronoun. Next, she is a very brave girl. Suppose we know that girl. We are before the conversation is going on, we have already talked about a particular girl. यादों में हुड़गी बगे ना माताड़ता ही देवी conversation अली. उस वक्त क्या होता है? उस वक्त हम बार-बार उसका नाम नहीं लेते. उस वक्त इस तरह के वर्ड लेते हैं. This type of words which is used in a sentence instead of a noun is called as pronoun. She. Now here in this part of a sentence, she is a pronoun. Next we'll go for verb. What is verb? It is used to express an action or a state. A noun or pronoun क्या एक्शन कर रहा है? प्लेस हो दे, थिंग हो दे, कुछ भी हो दे, एक्शन कर रहा है जिससे बॉडी की हरकत होना जरूरी है. Where the body of a person or a thing or animal or anything which needs some movements, that type of words which is placed in a sentence is called as verb. Here with the examples I would like to explain you in detail. I write a letter. I write a letter. Now write. In this, I write a letter. In this, the word write does some action. Means I have to move my hand to write. So there is an action in our body. Such type of words placed in a sentence is called as verb. That particular word is having a particular name of a part of speech that is called as verb. Bombay is a big city. Bombay is a big city. Here is will be the verb. Why is will be the verb? Because it is showing the state of that Bombay. What is the state of a Bombay? It is big. It is big. So it comes under helping verb. I will teach you while I teach in detail regarding the verb. Lata came by train. Came. To come she needs to walk or she needs to come and sit in the train. There will be an action in the body. At that time that particular word is called as verb. Okay. Next. Coming to the fourth parts of speech, that is adverb. Adverb, the name itself says that adding something to the verb. Adverb. Adding something to the verb. So here it is used to add something to the verb, adjective or another adverb. I need to say you. First example. He runs fast. Run is verb. Run is verb. So how he runs? He runs fast. We are adding something to the verb. We are adding how he is running. He is running fast. So this part of the word in this sentence is called as adverb. The dress is beautiful. The dress is beautiful. So here, how is the dress? We are adding something to the verb. How is the dress? It is beautiful. So this part of the word in a sentence is adverb. Next, Lata wrote quite fast. Adding something to the adverb. This word is called as adverb. Adding adverb to another adverb. That word is also an adverb. So Lata wrote. This is verb. Wrote. Action. Quite. Adverb. How she wrote? Quite fast. Adverb के ऊपर adverb. So this word is also called as adverb. So it is used to add something to the verb, adjective and another adverb. That part of a word in a sentence is called as adverb. Next, coming to the fifth part of speech, that is adjective. Adjective says quality of a particular thing, place or person. It is used to add something to the meaning of a noun. For example, not only noun, many places the adjective is used. I will let you know in detail by teaching adjective. Here, just for the introduction, I am giving you some examples. That is, Pradhan is a brave boy. How Pradhan is? Pradhan is a brave boy. Means adding something to the noun. Boy is a noun, common noun. तो ये boy कैसा है? ये लड़का कैसा है? What is the quality of that boy? He is brave. Okay, so this part of a word is called as adjective. There are 7 pencils. It is questioning. It is putting a question on pencil. How many pencils? 7 pencils. Adding a quality to the noun. Means quality in the it's not adding quality. It is adding quantity. So here you can see it is adding a quantity to the noun. So this word will become adjective. Take great care of your health. What kind of care? What kind of care? Great care. Great quality हो गया. कितना अच्छा, बहुत ज़्यादा ख्याल रखो. So this part of a word in this sentence is called as adjective. Next, coming to the sixth part of speech, that is preposition. It is used to link nouns, pronouns or phrases to other words within a sentence. They are normally and directly placed in front of nouns or adjectives also. Verb, adjectives and nouns. Comparing, linking to the linking from noun to verb and noun to adjective. In this way it comes. That also I will teach you in detail while teaching the parts of speech, kinds of preposition and all. Here, with some examples, I need to make you better understand what is prepositioning. Preposition, the word itself is saying, isn't it? Preposition. It wants to show the position of a noun linked with a verb or adjective. So here, position. It will show the position exactly. There is a pencil in the box. In the box. It is showing the position, isn't it? Position of a pencil. Pencil is a noun. So it is showing the position of a pencil. Where it is? In the box. So this part of a word will become preposition as a part of speech. The boys are fond of music. Fond of what? Fond of music. It is showing the state of that boys. So adjective, like it is linked with an adjective. Fond of boys. So of will become a preposition as a part of speech in this particular sentence. Next, the cat slept under the chair. Where is the cat? What is the position of the cat? Under the chair. Here also it is showing the position of the cat. Cat is a noun. So I hope I cleared this preposition. Next, the seventh parts of speech is conjunction. Conjunction. जंक्शन का मतलब क्या है? जैसे रेलवे स्टेशन में आप देखते हैं हुबली जो है, हुबली जंक्शन बोलते हैं रेलवे स्टेशन में. जंक्शन का मतलब इधर से भी उधर से भी इधर से भी सारे ट्रेन वहां पे आके अपना अपना दूसरा रास्ता ले लेते हैं, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ದಾರಿ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. तो ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಏರಿಯಾಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಯಿನಿಂಗ್. So here what is the role played regarding junction? Means it is used to join words or a sentence. It is used to join two words or a complete sentence. Complete sentence कब होता है? जब सब्जेक्ट और प्रेडिकेट दोनों होना चाहिए और वो मीनिंगफुल सेंटेंस होना चाहिए. तो मीनिंगफुल सेंटेंस इधर है, मीनिंगफुल सेंटेंस इधर है, बीच में एक वर्ड है जो ये दो मीनिंगफुल सेंटेंस को ज्वाइन कर रहा है. तो that particular part of a word in the sentence is called as conjunction. Means it is joining the two complete sentences. What is that? Here with the examples I need to clear the point. Lata and Radha are good friends. Here it is joining two words, names like Lata, Radha. Lata Radha को join कर रहा है with the word and. So this particular word in a sentence is called as conjunction. Here I ran fast, but I missed the train. Here you can observe this part of a sentence gives the complete meaning. I missed the train. Complete meaning. I ran fast. Complete meaning. By adding these two meaningful sentences, it made a complete entire sentence. So the word which has added this entire complete two sentences is called as conjunction. If I were a bird, I would fly. Sometimes this conjunction will come at the beginning of the sentence. Like here, two complete sentences. If I were a bird, complete sentence. After comma, another sentence. I would fly. Complete sentence. These two sentences are joined with the word called if. It is at the beginning of the sentence, but still it is called as conjunction. So this was about conjunction. Next we will study about another last parts of speech, that is interjection. Okay. So coming to the part of the last part of speech, that is called as interjection. तो जेक्शन बता रहा है कि उस वर्ड्स में जर्क होगा, कुछ एक्शन होगा बॉडी का, या तो बहुत ज्यादा खुशी में जो एक्शन होता है बॉडी के अंदर, या तो बहुत ज्यादा गम के वक्त जो एक्शन होता है बॉडी के अंदर, उस टाइप के वर्ड को वो पार्ट ऑफ सेंटेंस में इंटरजेक्शन बोलते हैं. ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಜರ್ಕ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬಂದಾಗ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಮೋಷನಲ್ ಆಗಿ, ಬಹಳ ಖುಷಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಇಮೋಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಹಳ ಬೇಜಾರಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಇಮೋಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಆ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಇಂಟರ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವರ್ಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಸಡನ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್. I just want to clear the point with some examples. Oh, this song is awesome. Oh, there is a jerk in our body. Happily we say. So this word in this sentence is called as interjection. Or the entire sentence is also called as interjection. Particularly for this parts of speech. Alas, she couldn't win the match. Alas, emotions, sad emotions. This word is interjection. There is a jerk in our body. Ouch, it hurts. Ouch, there is a jerk in our body. Nowadays you are very expert. You know how to express the ejections feeling. Hey, hurrah. Oh, yeah. These are all words which includes the interjection. So, dear children, we have completed the entire 8 parts of speech in this class. I just want you to note down one important thing in this parts of speech. Like the same word is used in different way in a different sentence. At the according to the work they do in a sentence. जो काम उस सेंटेंस में वो वर्ड कर रहा है ना, उसको उस टाइम पर वो कौन सा काम कर रहा है, तब हम उसका नाम रख सकते हैं. उसकी नाम रखाई हो सकती है. जैसे कौन सा पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच है वो ಹೆಸರಿಡ ಬಹುದು ನಾವು ಆವಾಗ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ಹೆಸರಿಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So we cannot say to which parts of speech that particular word belongs to unless we see how and where it is used in a sentence. Unless we don't see to which particular part and how that particular word is used in a sentence, till then we cannot say which parts of speech that word is. So with some examples I just want to clear you. Here is an example. You can see he still lives in that house. He still lives. ये lives के बारे में बोल रहा है, रहने के बारे में. lives मतलब रहना, इरोदु. He still lives, adding something to the verb means adverb. Here still word is used as a part of speech called adverb. Here again this still word is used. Still water runs deep. ठहरा हुआ पानी, still water, ठहरा हुआ पानी अंदर तक जाएगा. निंतिरो नीरू ಒಳಗಡೆ ತನಕ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. That means it ನಿಂತಿರೋ ನೀರು. That means what it is? It is adjective. It is showing the quality of water, still water. So here still is there. Still is used. And the second example like I want to give you where the same word is used as a different parts of speech. Here you can see I watch TV while you sleep. I watch TV, the entire part of a sentence. You sleep, full meaning, meaningful sentence. These two meaningful sentences are joined with another word that is while. So while will become here in this sentence as a conjunction. It is joining to two complete meaningful words. Here also while is used. They while away their evening. They while away their evening by playing cricket. यहाँ पे while का माना है spending. Spend करना मतलब action करना. They while away, वो अपनी शाम क्रिकेट खेलते हुए गुजारेंगे. They while away their evening by playing cricket. तो while यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? Action हो गया, verb. So this part of this word is called as a verb in this entire sentence. Same words, different parts of speech. So we cannot particularly name it. ಈಗ ನಾಮಕರಣ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಸೀಮಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಸೀಮಾ ಅಂತ ನಾಮಕರಣ ಇದೆ, ಸೀಮಾನೇ ನಾನು, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್. The parts of speech will change according to that. Okay, here the third example. They arrived soon after. Soon after. Soon. Arrived is verb. Soon is adverb. Another adverb. After. So this after is adverb here in this sentence. They arrived after us. They arrived after us. It is showing the position. After position. हमारे आने के बाद वो आए. Now बंदागले और बंदू. They arrived after us. It is showing the position of them that they came later. So it shows this same word shows the parts of speech as preposition. Here they arrived after we left. They arrived after we left. They arrived. A complete sentence. They arrived. Subject है, predicate है. We left. We is the subject and left is a predicate. Saying about we. Complete sentence. Two words will also be a complete sentence. Dear children, note down. They arrived, a complete sentence. We left, a complete sentence. It is joining the two entire meaningful sentence. This word after. So this word became conjunction here in this particular sentence. So I hope by these examples you came to know that the same word can be a different parts of speech according to the sentence where the word is placed. So we have completed the introduction of 8 parts of speech. In detail we are going to study in our further classes, dear children. So always be careful and particularly हमारे सामने ऑडियंस है, ऑडियंस ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. If the audience are very enthusiastic to listen your speech, they are enjoying your speech, by the responses you will come to know how they are they enjoying my speech or not. At that time, when you find the audience that they are enjoying your speech, you should keep your speech long. For that we are having a principle, that is kill principle. Kill means keep it large and lengthy. Keep your speech large and lengthy when audience are interested to listen your speech, your words. They are enjoying your words. And next, sometimes you see they just want to wind up with all the speeches and they have to start a cultural program. Even I have faced that problem, so I am saying you, at that time what you have to do, you have to use a short speech and it should be very sweet, flawless, short and sweet. For that also we are having one principle. What is that principle? It is called as KISS principle. What is that KISS principle? That is keep it short and sweet. The speech should be short as well as sweet. Just to say for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, they should remember and that speech should be in their memory for a longer time. So this was the tip for today. Thank you children. Stay home, stay safe, enjoy, bye bye, take care.